Hey, are you here? It's the Paul Leslie Hour. We're diving into a review of the Outlaw Music Festival in Charlotte, North Carolina at the PNC Music Pavilion, featuring Willie Nelson, Bob Dylan, and more on July 26, 2025. Come on, let's get into the spoken review.
So I'm here with Dave Hooser.
That's right.
We've just finished the Outlaw Festival in Charlotte, North Carolina. And let's just start off with the obvious.
Yeah.
It was hot as blazes.
It was incredibly hot and humid. By far the hottest concert I've ever been to in my life. Even though we were under the pavilion, it didn't feel like it made a difference because, man, we were just sweating like crazy. I think we drank, I don't know how many waters each, but it didn't feel like enough.
Right. All right, so let's get into when we got there, The act was Charles Wesley Godwin.
Yep.
And I have to say, he was pretty impressive.
Very impressive. Very good musicians he was playing with. Everybody was right on point. The guitarists, he had a great voice. They had a great stage presence. I was really impressed.
Yeah, good vocalist, too.
Mm-hmm.
He really sold me. And then the Turnpike Troubadours came out.
Yep. Also, same thing, incredible musicians. And I had heard a few of their songs before, but, man, they sounded so good live. One of the better live acts I've seen. For opening acts, that is.
Right. Interesting band. I'm going to have to check out more of them. They're from Oklahoma. And then one of the two headliners, Bob Dylan. Now, this was your first time seeing Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
What did you feel in the seconds when you realized, okay, I'm now seeing Bob Dylan live?
Yeah, I mean, just that. You're seeing an icon. And, you know, whenever I see icons like that, I always think back to videos and songs that I've seen them play in the past, all the live interviews. And I'm like, you know, this guy used to hang out with like John Lennon. And here he is playing on stage right in front of me, the same songs he's been singing since the 60s and 70s. And you can just kind of, it's very palpable how everybody's just kind of in awe of him. You can just hear the murmuring in the crowd. Mm-hmm. And it's just so cool to be able to see an icon like that.
And what about Bob Dylan's performance surprised you?
This might sound like a negative, but I was a little surprised that he never really acknowledged the crowd.
Right.
But I guess that's just kind of in Bob Dylan's style. But I don't know why, I just assumed he would be up there playing guitar, but he didn't have a guitar at all. He just stayed on the piano. And I guess that was a little surprised by that, just because Bob Dylan and guitar is just, you know, you just kind of think of them together. But still, I mean, a really good show. I mean, he for being, how old is he? 83, 84, something like that?
84, yeah.
You know, to still be getting up there and doing his thing is incredible.
It was something that you said to me during the concert. I'm just going to bring this up.
Yeah.
You said you were surprised at how bluesy he was.
Yeah, I was surprised. I don't know why. I was expecting more of like a folk sound, but when he got up there, man, they were really hitting the blues pretty hard. I guess, I mean, you're more familiar with his music than I am, so I don't know if that's like typically how his sets go, but I was a little caught off guard by, I mean, he was great, don't get me wrong, I love blues, but I just wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, if you've seen him a few times, you maybe not as surprised by the blues. I mean, blues stuff has always been in his music, but it's very, very prominent. Like when you listen to a lot of the newer songs that he's done. Yeah. He is a person who is very, to use an overused word, eclectic. Mm-hmm. But the blues thing, like on early Roman Kings, it's really there. The one thing, I mean, he usually always does one or sometimes two songs that he didn't write. Mm-hmm. Something that's interesting on this Outlaw tour is how many, you know, he's going to old country songs. Yeah. You know, there's a good bit of outside material. Yeah. That he didn't write. There's the Charlie Rich song in there. But I enjoyed it. I'm glad that I got to see him in this. You know, he's somebody who keeps changing all the time. Yeah. The band fantastic. He's got Anton Fig on drums now, who was the longtime drummer on The Late Show with David Letterman.
Yeah.
They're really rocking. And then came Willie Nelson.
Oh, amazing.
Also your first time seeing Willie.
Yeah, seeing two icons back to back. I mean, it's pretty rare that gets to happen nowadays. But man, I was blown away by how much I loved that particular set. I mean, he just absolutely crushed it. You could feel it again in the crowd. Everybody was just super pumped up, singing along, and he's got so many classic songs. It's just like, oh, this is great.
Yeah. I'd seen Willie. It's been a long time since I've seen Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
And, you know, also, Willie is another one of these people. Sometimes people are surprised to learn how many of those songs aren't his.
Yeah.
Like Always on My Mind, for example. What an incredible, and this isn't the first time I felt this, but especially tonight, Mickey Rayfield, the harmonica player, what a beautiful, beautiful solo he played.
Yeah.
Georgia on My Mind.
Yeah, he did an absolutely fantastic job. And I think I said this to you during the concert. I thought it was really cool, the simplicity of the set. There was the drummer just basically had a snare drum. The guitarist had one microphone, Willie had one microphone, and then the harmonica had a microphone. And then there was a stand-up bass, but there wasn't like all this light shows. It was just basically guys, their instruments, and a microphone, and that was it. And it was just such a simplistic set, and it was really, really cool.
Dave, one last question.
Sure.
What can be learned from today? I know that sounds like a corny question, but...
No, not at all. Is that you're never too old to rock.
Yeah.
You can still see how much they love playing, which I mean, these guys obviously don't do it for the money. They've got all the money in the world, but you can still see how much they love playing, how much they love getting a crowd going and singing their songs. You know, when Willie's letting everybody sing the chorus, you know, to some of his songs. And I mean, you can just still see how much they love doing and performing. I mean, he's 92, did you say? 93, something like that?
93, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And I mean, to still be going up on that stage, I mean, you just have to be passionate about it. So you're never too old to rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I have to admit, Dave, I'm struggling to be coherent. I have been to, for example, the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, many, many hot events, and I cannot remember feeling like this.
And there was almost points where the heat was taking away from the show, where you're just like, I need to get in some shade and get some hydration going, because man, it was brutal today.
Thank you for your honesty, Dave.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for seeing Willie Nelson and Bob Dylan and all these other great acts. Yeah. And I'm going tomorrow to see
You're a crazy
the
man.
same show in Raleigh, North Carolina. But Dave, put her there.
My friend.